Hi, welcome to a Life Afterlife podcast with Gabby Baker. And today we have two inspirational guests on. We have Ciara Connelly. Ciara is a mother of two.
Yeah.
Two boys.
Yeah.
Yeah. And she has a very unique story to tell, which she's a little bit nervous, aren't you? Because you've never been on a pod before.
I've never been on a podcast before.
But you know what? You're going to be great.
Yeah.
We know each other years. Ciara was one of my clients and then became one of my students.
Yeah.
And I trained her in Reiki therapy years ago.
And angel therapy.
And every other type of therapy, thank God, which made her sit here today because she saved her life.
Helped me with my obsession with angels.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But so she's going to talk about that. And then we have Mr. Kenneth O'Driscoll, known as Coach Ken.
That's right.
And Ken, you started up the Ballyfermot Running Club, Cherry Orchard
Running Club, yeah.
Running Club. So you started off as a very bold, likeable rogue.
Yes.
And look at you now. You're like the hero in Ballier.
Oh, I wouldn't go that far.
No, you are. You are. That's how they see it, because you inspire people that went down a wrong path to get on the right one and to succeed in life. So I'm going to talk to both of you today about your different experiences. So I think we'll start with the lady. So we start with Ciara.
Yeah.
So Ciara, fill us in on everything that happened to you.
Right. So I work in the coma. I've been working there for nearly 22 years, and I was off work that week, and I had taken my nephew the night before, so I was off work the following day. So I went to my friend's house to have some lunch, and we were all sitting at a table in Drimnagh, and I fell over.
How old were you?
I was 34 at the time. So we were all sitting at the table and I fell over, and everybody thought it was a joke. They didn't know what was going on. And seeing me, I start foaming at the mouth, and they rang 999 and nobody had any idea that was going on. So in the heel of the hunt, it took 6 minutes for Dublin Fire Brigade to get to the house from Dolphin's Barn to Drimnagh. It took them 6 minutes, and three times they shocked me heart, and then three times they gave me epinephrine, I think it's called, adrenaline, to pump the heart. So they got a very faint line, and they brought me to James's Hospital, where I was put in a coma for 3 days, a hypothermic coma. Because I had been dead. So what happened was my heart had stopped. It went into ventricular fibrillation, so it made my heart shook. So I had a thing called a cardiac arrest. So people confuse a heart attack and a cardiac arrest with the same thing, but they're two total different things. Mine is the heart muscle, and heart attack is your cardiovascular, which would be veins and clogging of the arteries and stuff. So my heart stopped. So basically for 6 minutes you're actually dead. No, 6 minutes you die for, but after the 6 minutes, your brain starts dying. So I was dead for 25 minutes. So the chances of me coming back to, after 24 hours was extremely slim to none. 48 hours, a little bit of hope. And then on the third day, if I didn't come out of it, they were going to give up hope. So I came out of coma. I didn't know what had happened. I thought I was after having a stroke. I didn't know anything. I had to learn to walk, talk, read, write, you name it, all over again. I didn't remember anybody or anything. Only my two children. They were the only people that I remembered.
You remembered them.
Yeah, they were the only two I remembered. And I was blaming things like, I have friends, and I was like, she brought me in her car and we were drink driving, and such was doing, and no such thing.
So a little bit like a psychosis kind of thing going on.
So, and seemingly that's normal.
Okay.
But 9 out of 10 people that have 9 out of 10 people that have an out of hospital cardiac arrest don't survive. No. So I was the 1 in 10 that survived. And for every minute you're gone after the 6 minutes, it's harder to bring you back. So as a result, I could have been left in a wheelchair. I could have been left any sort of way with neurological injury. But slowly but surely, I did start like coming back around. So it turns out I have a thing. I was born with an inherited heart condition. So it's called dilated cardiomyopathy. So my heart was if your fist right now, that's the size of your heart.
Okay.
So my heart was 3 times that size. So what it done was it actually covered the pump. So I suffer with a thing now at the minute called congestive heart failure. So as a result, I find like hot weather, really heavy on the heart to breathe. And that's what I was only saying to Ken coming up. I was like cold weather, I'm a fan of. The heat I struggle with. Yeah. But as a result of everything that has happened, I also suffer with retrograde amnesia and anterograde amnesia, which are, retrograde means past memories and anterograde means memories
in like the in now,
and say 10 years ago or whatever.
Yeah.
But the only thing I do remember from the whole lot of that was my actual experience, and I remember it as...
Well, we can't wait to hear this.
Yeah, so the only thing that I can, like, I wish I could explain to people, and I'm hoping even if one person, I'm even getting like little shivers, goosebumps now, if I can reach out to one person to explain...
You know when that happens to you, you know when you get the goosebumps, that is your soul connecting to you on a cellular level.
Right.
Telling you that what you're saying is 100% real.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, well, I feel...
Does that ever happen? And you go,
it only happened to me the other day.
Yeah, it's
I was
in
the car, I can't remember what it was.
Yeah.
Soul realisation.
I actually feel it in my head. My head and all is tingling. But the only thing I do remember is, and like, it's mad because even as I'm talking about it now, it's like it happened now. Yeah. So I just remember it was like a summer's day, like a real warm evening, a summer's evening. Like, say, you know, like August when the sun's like really strong, but it's starting to go down. Yeah. So I was feeling that heat, but I felt like a love, like you're a mother. You know, when you have your children for the first time and you put them on your chest and you get that feeling of love. Yeah. Multiply that by about 5 trillion. I can't even explain the love that I felt. That
and
I
we
feel
all know that feeling.
Like, oh my God, it's so overwhelming. Like, do you know what I mean? And it's just like, there's no words to describe it. But anyway, it was like my body wasn't there, my mind wasn't there. So to me, it'd be my soul. Yeah. So I felt like my soul was travelling through a field, and the sun was really strong, but I was following the sun. So as I'm following the sun, as I said to you before, it was like I was going through a field, and it was like Weetabix. I call it my Weetabix field because it looked like, you know, the cereal box and the wheat on the front of it. So I was going through, it was like I was floating on that field. But at the very end of the field, there was a wooden house like the pioneers built in America in the 1600s or the 1500s, whenever they went over. Yeah. That's the only way I can describe it. Slats of wood, or maybe
like
an old Norwegian,
kind of
so, like, but not Irish style, like just real. But I was floating to this house, and it was like a shell of a house. So I had a window, but there was no window in the pane. Yeah. So I'm going through this house, and it's all made of wood, and I'm going up these stairs, but there's no stairs there. And I come to this window, like I'm even doing it. So I'm coming around the corner, and I'm at the window, and the sun is really strong there. And there's a woman on the other side of the window, and, well, a woman energy. And I didn't know if it was like... I didn't recognise it. It didn't feel like it was family. And then I kept saying I didn't know if it was Holy Mary. And then I was like, would she even come to me, or was it a saint? So I doubted me. I still do doubt myself all these years later. But it was a woman energy. Like, that's the only way. So I'm sitting on this window, but there's no pane. There's no actual glass in the window. And I'm stopped there, and she just turns around and she says to me, look, she said, you can either come through here, she says, and everything's going to be fine. You don't have to worry about anything. Everything is going to be great. And I was like, no, I have to go back. I have to go back for me 2 boys. And she was like, well, if you go back, she was like, your life is going to be extremely hard, she says, and I mean your life is going to be very difficult for a number of years. She goes, you'll get through it, she says, but it'll be very difficult. And I just said, I have to go back. And that's all I remember.
Wow.
Yeah.
Can I just ask you a quick question? When you say the sun, you kept saying the sun there.
Yeah.
Was it just a massive bright light, or was it an actual like the sunlight?
It felt like the sunlight. Like, see the way we were standing outside and the heat.
Yeah.
It was sort of
And
like
we were standing in front of the wee
and
field as well.
And that was actually a little bit. I didn't want to say
And
we tell the people what we were talking about.
Absolutely.
We were on our way up to Gabby, and I had picked Ciara up, and I ran out of diesel.
Yes,
Where we pulled in, it was just a beautiful wee field. And anyway, but no, it's just curious.
And it was green, but it wasn't. And I was like, this is like my experience. I don't call it me death. I don't call it me near death, because I was dead for 19 actual minutes. Like, it was 25 minutes I was dead for, but it was 25 I was gone for, which are clinically brain dead after 6 minutes. Yeah. And then people can be negative, and I've met loads of people over my life, and everybody has their own opinion. And if you say, well, that was just the natural DMT in the brain giving it memories so it doesn't know what's happening. I've went on to near-death experience sites. I've done everything. I've checked everything to make sure I'm not going mad. And I did actually come across people go to a cabin. And I was like, what? Well, and I got really,
My take on that, right? My take on that is, wood is the element of the earth.
Right.
It's the natural source from Mother Earth. Right? So where you were still earthbound.
See, I wouldn't have thought of that, yeah.
And outside that window was the other dimension.
Well,
and it's your higher self, which it would be your belief system.
Yeah.
So it would be Mother Mary, because she gave you an option to stay with your children or go.
Yeah.
And what does Mother Mary do? She protects the mothers. She protects children. She protects the fathers. That's what she does. Do you understand?
I do, because this is weird for me, because...
So I know you had an experience, Ken. So come on, what happened with you?
How do you know this if you don't want me to ask?
Just go. I don't know your experience, but I know you did. What happened? Were you a bold boy?
For me, I was a very bold boy, and I used to experiment a lot with drugs. It was where my experience was with DMT when it comes to the near-death experience, but...
what does DMT mean? So explain for people.
It's something, I can't pronounce the exact word. It's something, I can't...
it's like demoxetrotine or something like that.
Well, the DMT...
Is it like a chemical in your body?
It's a chemical in your brain that comes from the pineal gland, I reckon.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay, I get
so
you.
that when...
So your pineal gland is connected to your third eye. That's how I see it.
Yes, so they have found DMT within the human body when people die is one way, is one time when they find it. And they've, through like ayahuasca, I'm sure you've heard of that as well, the Amazonian plant medicine they call it. Well, DMT, it's something dipped in tryptamine, it's some fancy name like that. But when you said to me I had a near-death experience, I was thinking, no, I hadn't. What do you mean? And then when you were talking, when you were saying exactly what you were talking about, it's the exact experience that I had, but was with DMT. Yeah. Now they say when you die, your body releases, and it's known fact, scientific fact, that DMT is released from the brain in order to calm you down or to do whatever. It's a chemical within the brain that's released. But obviously, I was at the experiment with this. A friend of mine was at the getting it, and I'm always been intrigued and very curious when it comes to anything like that. Obviously, that was in my past life, but I had tried DMT, and for me, it was like one of the best out of body experiences I've ever had. That's being honest. For me, it was amazing, and that's why I asked you about, was it sunlight or was it bright light? Yeah. Because when I smoked DMT, I was sitting on a chair like this. I actually fell back, closed my eyes, and I started to lift off the chair. So my whole body felt like my body levitated.
Did you physically levitate? No. You just felt you did?
I felt I did. So I looked up, and the light, brightest light I've ever seen. It was like something you'd see in the movies. You know, when someone dies in the movie and they go through that, the white light is in the ceiling. Yeah. Exactly the same as that. Right. So I'm rising up, and just before it gets to the top, I always remember a dog in the back garden barking. So when I thought to myself, I says, right, is this reality or is this not? And I remember saying to myself, fuck off, dog, let me just enjoy this shift, right? Because it was like as if it was taking me attention off where I was going. Yeah. But I remember looking back, and I seen myself on the sofa and everyone around me, everyone sitting there that was in the room at the time. And the bright light was just brighter than that I've ever seen. And I actually just went through the ceiling, through the light, and off into another dimension. And the only way I can describe it was like going through this tunnel or like a portal of some sort. But I was actually flying through this. and then popping out in different universes.
Okay.
And the weirdest thing is that mother that you talked about, or that angel figure, was there. And it was like it came from the side, and it was just floating there. But I just remember being in awe of where I was at. Like, you know what I mean? Sorry, I'm just sweating to 40 degrees out. But thanks. But I always remember going through this porthole and flying through it, and then popping out in a universe setting, like in the space or wherever I was. And then this big angel figure just floating at the side, on the right hand side of me. And I always remember trying to look around at it, and it flew off. So then I go back to looking around where I was at, because I remember it as clear as day. And so I always remember then popping back into this tunnel, whatever you want to call it, and moving through it again, and then popping out in another place. And same
like
again.
A vortex.
Yeah, it was like a vortex, if that's the way you describe it. And then again, the angel figure would come, and it was just like a big floating white, whatever was a dress, I don't know. Now, in my head, because I always remember reading about it and looking into DMT and the type of stuff that they talk about within it. And then I was thinking, right, is that the godly figure? Is that, because they say that when the Amazonians talk about the plant medicine, that you meet Mother Earth. You know, that's the way they describe it. So then I associated it with that. So it was definitely like an angel type figure that was floating. But she wouldn't let me look at her, or she wouldn't let me go towards her, which was weird. So she kept coming into my vision. So I decided not to look and to see would she come closer, you know what I mean? Because I remember it really clear.
So your head was kind of talking to you as it was happening.
Yeah, it was. It was
don't
like,
look at her.
Don't look, because she'll fly
That's
off.
mad, isn't it?
She could have been guiding you.
I wanted to try and get close to her, or to whatever the entity was, or whatever it was. So I always remember trying to, like, with my peripheral vision, look to see what it was, and she'd stay there. But if I tried to look at her, she'd go away.
Yeah.
But, and funny enough, then I was able to. I think it was like as if I was controlling the trip that I was on, and I went into the vortex again and went a couple of wherever, into probably another dimension, popped out. But the weirdest thing ever again is that house figure that you talked about. For me, it was like a small brick wall I remember coming to, and then looking into a forest type thing, and I remember a figure in behind it. Now for me, it was like my dad died when I was very young, and I always remember wondering, like, you know what I mean, is he ever there, is he around or whatever? And it was like as if he was behind that wall, right? This is the only way I can interpret it. Or the visions are a bit vague at this stage, but I do remember like a brick. I remember like a brickish cottage, I think, or maybe it was a wall with a cottage behind it, and he was in there, and it was like as if I wanted to. Oh, jeez, I'll go over and explore there. And then at that stage, it was like as if I must have been coming down off the trip, obviously with the DMT, that I started pulling away from it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I drifted away from the vision of that. And then obviously came down. But when looking back and looking into what I've learned about DMT and all, it's like a near-death experience. And for me, it was profound. It was amazing, to be fair. I don't fear death really as much. I obviously fear leaving my family behind and kids, but it was like as if...
Well, you wouldn't fear it now because you felt it.
Yeah, it was like as if I felt that there's something more to this.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And for me, it was like... We're spiritual beings in a physical world, as far as I'm concerned, and
you
like,
read that somewhere, didn't you?
Yeah, I think I did. Good. Yeah, no, I did. I definitely did. I remember hearing someone saying,
"Don't mind me, obviously."
Yeah, no, you're okay. What was it? They said, we are spiritual beings living a human existence, or something in and around that. Anyway, but it does sound good. But I always remember after it thinking, there's definitely something out there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I know, I'm not a non-believer, and I'm not a believer. When it comes to stuff, right, I love the unknown. I love exploring shit. I love ancient civilizations. I'm really into all that type of stuff. But for me, it's about being really open-minded, because we don't know the answers, as far as I'm concerned. And for me, it's like... Yeah. Do you want to say something?
No, because to me, I'm 100% set in my beliefs that this isn't the end.
No.
I don't care. Because of my experience.
Yeah.
I
think your experience and telling people about that is just so awesome, because I come across people that are grieving all the time.
Yeah.
And a lot of them, 99% of them people are worried that their loved ones were in pain.
Yes.
Were afraid.
Yes.
And your words is making them go, oh my God, I've met a couple of people. And they were not afraid. And they were not alone.
Yes. I've met
a couple of
people. Yeah, 100%.
And like, I've met a few people like over the years, and obviously I don't do whatever, but like, I'd love to be able to say to people, like, when you die, like, just say like your mother is dead, like her mother is with her, and her grandmother and her great grandmother. There's a team of people there waiting. This isn't just it.
Yeah.
And if I could,
well,
like,
we all have our
I
team.
wish I could 100%, like, and since that happened to me, I haven't cried at a funeral. Not once. I haven't. Do you know what I mean? I think death is horrible for some people, like cancers and whatever way people go, and the experiences some people have. But at the same time, I'm like, I can't wait to go home.
Isn't that weird, right? That you
can't wait to go home in a positive way.
Yeah.
It's not like I can't wait to die.
You get the grandkids first.
Yeah. There's one coming.
One on the way.
There's one coming. Yeah. Holy God is sending one down.
It's just mad, isn't it? Like the experiences that you've had, like both of you.
But another thing, me connecting with what you're after saying there. So if I go into states of meditation, which I try not to do at the minute, because every time I go into a state of meditation, I'm astral projecting sometimes without wanting to.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
So it's like it's sort of like you leave your body.
You're somewhere else.
Yeah.
I get that from meditation.
I'm never asleep.
When
I go to bed at night, every night I'm somewhere else.
Yeah.
Wow.
But I have a figure beside me constantly at this side, and it's a lighter figure, like you were saying there. But if I try and look at it, I can't look at it.
Well, the right is male.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
the right is male.
Because I didn't know, mine was on the right, and I was asking myself that question. I thought it was a male. But then when you just said
the right is male.
Yeah, well then that's what it was. So
you're getting your answers.
Yeah.
We'll make a believer of him.
Yeah.
To be fair, and I'm sure there's going to be people looking at this, like me and you were like totally different backgrounds, totally different things, but the experience that I had and you had, and for me it was like, when I looked into it, it was all about, like they call it the spiritual molecule, the DMT, the ayahuasca, the plant medicine, and for me it was like the exact same. When you were telling your story, I'm thinking, that's the exact same as like the experience I had on drugs, because your brain actually released the same chemical, the DMT that you haven't. And I tried to tell me ma this, like, I know my mum's getting on in years, I'm trying to spend as much time as I can with her. But and the thing I say to everybody since that experience is, it doesn't make sense now, but it'll make sense when we die. And I know it sounds weird, but I say that to everyone. I just say, we'll never figure out life. No one ever has in all the fucking existence of human beings. But it'll make sense when we die. And I mean that in the sense that we'd be going, fuck all that worrying that we done and all that shit that we went through on earth. And yet, this is something different. So for me,
this is where we learn.
I think we constantly keep coming here and keep evolving as a species to reach a higher level of conscious.
Your soul.
And we keep coming
until
we get it.
All of us have seen each other before.
Yeah.
All of us know each other before.
But it's for me, it's kind of like, so straight away the things that come into my mind there when we were talking about spirit world and everything else, and coming back to life, people are gonna just laugh at us thinking these are all fucking nuts. You know what I mean? Talking about the spirit of, but
we're just, I think we're brave enough to talk about it. I think everybody wants to talk about it.
And I believe that if you could prove that there's nothing to be scared about and there was an afterlife or whatever else, everyone would be a lot fucking calmer, wouldn't they?
Yeah, there has been proof.
Yeah, no, it has been. People have experiences.
Scientifically.
I'm living proof.
You're a living proof.
Yes.
And I've seen it, and I've doubted myself, and I've met so many people that have doubted me and saying, that was just your natural DMT and whatever in your body. And I'm like, no,
I'll never doubt it, because I see what I see and I know what I know. And it's profound, the stuff I've been through. Like, I've had not a death experience, I've had a near-death experience naturally. So what happened to me was, I was going to the Coombe after I had Sam. So he's 19, so it was probably about 18 years ago. And I had him with me in the buggy, and my sister was with me with her baby in her buggy. Right. And I was like, we'll go down into town after, I'll just get this little thing done, getting something fitted. So I went in, I said to her, I'll be 15 minutes, watch Sam. She said, all of a sudden, she saw all these doctors running in. I don't know what happened. I got up after they done what they were doing, I got up off the bed, and I don't know what happened. But seemingly I was out for a lot.
Okay.
Probably 10 minutes.
Right.
So what happened to me was I was in this long red corridor. Like, I mean, Chinese goldy red. You know what I'm on about?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And it was like a real old, I don't know if it's a convent or it's an aisle or it's a corridor.
Right.
But that's what it was. And it was like I went through these 2 double doors, like a boom boom, you know, like when you're going in to have an operation.
Yeah, that's what I thought of.
So it was like that. And then I was like, whoa. And there was all these little like pews, but down the side. And I could see people sitting on them, but nobody was looking at me. And then all of a sudden, my godmother, who passed on when she was only 40, walks towards me. Now, she had spina bifida. I used to wheel her around in a wheelchair. She was never not in a wheelchair. And I'm like having this conversation of, where's your wheelchair? Why are you walking? I'm looking like, and all this is going through my head. But at the same time, it's red, but there's gold. So I know the gold. So I'm looking, and then all of a sudden, it was like something just whooshed me back. And she was like, go back. That's all I remember. And I flew back. And then they kept me in overnight to watch me.
Right.
But nobody really told me anything. But I know what I saw and what I felt. And after that, the psychic experiences got even stronger.
Yeah.
And they were happening to me after I had Ciara. So that would have been maybe 4 years after my first experience with Spirit World.
Right.
It was just, wow. I said, never again is anything foreign going inside my body.
Yeah.
So whatever it done, it just brought me.
But it had to bring it to this level of where you are in your life
maybe
now.
it was another, I suppose, elevation of that energy. But I will never forget that. And I think...
And what did they say happened to you? Like, did you collapse?
Out?
Did you have, what was it like? What was
they just said you went out and we couldn't bring you back around.
Right. And had you got a pulse, or what was the...
I was afraid to even ask them.
Right.
Sometimes if you don't want to know...
They were like, you're all right now, you're all right. I think my blood pressure just went so low, I went out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I just remember standing there and going, oh God, what is this? And gone.
And what meaning did you take from the pills? And obviously I understand about your auntie that
to me,
she was in her, what would you call it, proper form. Like that there was nothing wrong with her body.
Yeah.
Because
but I think that was just so special. And my thing of everyone that was there were my spirit guides.
Right.
Were my maybe psychic team, maybe they were my Reiki healing angels, because I have all these little, pockets of energies that I would go to. So if I'm doing a healing on somebody, I have this little pocket of guides I'd use. I call them forward, or if it's for psychic protection, or if it's for clearing out a house, or if it's for taking a demon stuck to somebody, I have different pockets of who I use.
Yeah.
And then I have who I use as a psychic team to do my readings. So it's kind of like I'd have different pockets. So people do try and understand how I do what I do. I don't know. I just know.
Yeah.
For me.
It was given straight
might
to
not
you.
work for you or you. But I think they were people from them little pockets, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Do you get me?
Yeah.
But it was Sandra.
You got a glimpse of them.
It was my Sandra that went, go back. I never forget it. And I was like, whew. That's how it felt. But when I was in the red, there was gold all on the ground and it was red up the walls. And it was just, I felt like there was like that beam of gold warm, I suppose, ahead of me. But she wouldn't let me pass her.
Right.
Isn't it mad?
Yeah.
That we were all in buildings or seeing a building.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I felt that drag back. You know what I mean?
You know the one I'm talking about.
Yeah, where it was like as if, and it was like I knew that I was coming down off the trip. You know what I mean? Obviously the DMT was wearing off. Yeah. But it's just it's so strange, isn't it? That like that the body releases the chemical in order for you to. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? To calm the body down.
But
I think. And
I wonder, because this is the first time I've ever heard of that.
Is it? Wow.
Which is mad.
Yeah.
I've heard of a few people doing it now as well.
See, now there's, sorry for cutting across you.
No, you're all right.
Like there's different forms of it, do you know what I mean? But the main one is, it comes from the Amazon, from the plant medicine that the Amazonians, and there for thousands of years, they've said it's how they connect with Mother Earth. Yeah. You know what I mean? And then we're obviously, our interpretation of it is the spirit world or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
But it's definitely, there's definitely something bigger
Oh my
like,
God, there
going
totally
on.
is something bigger.
I
Let me tell you.
I just can't prove it. I can't put my hand on it, I can't pinpoint it or anything like that. And my opinion is kind of like, I'm very open-minded. I'm not a non-believer and I'm not a believer as such. But when I don't know something,
when you see it for yourself, you will believe.
Yeah. When I'm not going to sit there and have an argument with someone because I don't actually know the answers. You know what I mean? So for people to doubt you that it has happened, you know what I mean? They shouldn't really be doubting us because they don't actually know the answers, and that's why I love the experience. Like when you told me that, when you asked me to come on the podcast, I said, I love it like this. You know what I mean? I love the unknown. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. But I think the other side to that is when I was saying, like, maybe what happened to me was my blood pressure went so low that I went and that chemical came out, and that's why I went where I went.
Yes. Because that it's
but
definitely.
I still had so much work to do. At that stage, I'd not even done a reading for somebody. Yeah.
Wow, right.
Yeah, I only started doing readings when Sam was, well, he would have been about 1, but like I wasn't practicing them when that happened to me. Right. I think it was after that everything went for me.
This lady can just pull names out of who you were related to and just...
Yeah.
It's shocking. When I call that pocket in.
Yes, and I've had readings done years ago, like before anything even happened to me. And I went to see you. Do you remember after it happened? And I was like, how did I not know? And how did you not know? And you were like, sometimes we're not supposed to know.
We weren't to know.
And my brain had to be rewired. And my God, is it rewired? I look at everything in a total different... like aspect, point of view. Like money has no meaning in my life whatsoever. I could struggle for money, but it won't faze me. Yeah. Like I just...
Well, you'll always get anything you need.
I always get what I need. I always get by, no matter what. Like, do you know what I mean? I was telling Ken I'm going to Alaska next year for my 50th and I'm still saving. I started in January, but it'll be paid for by the time I go. Because I'm going to
be nice and cold as well.
And it'll be nice and cold, yes.
Do you know what I mean?
But it's like, it gave me that different outlook on life. Do you know, like materialistic things have totally just... And people, like, you know, like, just when people are negative and all, it's just, I can't, it's not I can't be around them, it's just...
what's the point?
Yeah.
What's the point of being negative?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? But I even say to people when they're sitting with me, if you're thinking negative, you're attracting negative. Yeah. You're attracting negative friends, relationships, energy around you, people around your job. You're just attracting. Yeah. So it's easier to go, it'll be grand, it's fine, you'll sort it, it's happy. Do you get what I mean? Yeah. And even if it is that you're living in a different reality to everybody else, isn't it a better one?
Yeah.
And I find that, like, obviously I had to go through a bit of a bad patch in the last couple of weeks, but I noticed that coming out the other side of it, I'm feeling...
Would you like to talk about that? I won't charge you.
Sorry? No, you're all right. But it's coming out the other side of it now, and it's kind of like I'm being more positive around it. And I think when you're stuck in it, and it does, like what you said there, you hit it on the nail. When your energy is a certain way, that's all you're going to attract, and that's all you have around you. And although obviously when you're sick and you have things going on in your life, it's hard to be like happy and everything else jumping around, but it does mean so much if you can have a positive outlook on life. You know what I mean?
You're either glass half full or half empty.
Because sometimes, like, I just say, you know, my name's Deborah, or when I walk it's Gabby. Most people say to me, I don't know how you do it. I say, that's not my name. I swear the amount of people every day say, I don't know how you do it. Because I have a hard life. One of my sons is profoundly autistic. Right. Do you know what I mean? And it is tough.
I'd say so.
Don't know how you do it. That's what I do here constantly. I don't think about it. I get on with it. Do you know what I mean? You can't.
I spent all last week in bed. I could not leave my bed for a full week.
Just a hard week?
Yeah, because my heart, the pressure on my heart was so bad. I was swollen. I do always say, do you remember the Ghostbusters film from the 80s, The Marshmallow Man? Yeah. I swelled that bad because my heart would be so tired and overwhelmed, and I have to lie in bed. And even though it happened 14 years ago...
do that when you have to, like, that's okay.
But I do lie in bed and I do be so angry, and then I do be like, it could be worse. I could be in pain, I could be whatever. I'm at home, I can chill with Netflix.
You should look at things differently, I'll tell you why.
No, but that's what I'm saying.
Feng Shui? Feng Shui says the person in the house that has to lie down are actually protecting the energy of a home.
Okay.
Yeah.
Read about it.
Right.
Yeah.
So I just slagged my daughter because she loves just chilling. Yeah. Well, I'd say you're protecting the energy of the house.
Well, that's exactly what I'm doing. I'm protecting the house then.
No, seriously.
But people do say to me, I don't know how you do it, like, because every
It's
day
like
is
that's
a
your
struggle.
name.
But but it's like I get on with it.
You have
Like
to.
there's so many people out there with congestive heart failure and dilated cardiomyopathy, and they're like, they never had a cardiac arrest.
My nail girl has cardiomyopathy.
Yeah, but she
And
probably,
her man.
probably never had a cardiac arrest. Do you get me? So
No,
like,
her mammy did.
And then like I've the defibrillator in, so I nearly died before Christmas again. So I had another near cardiac
Can
arrest.
I have a bit of vodka in that girl?
But so
Can
my
you drink and
so
stuff like? Can you have a pint?
if I want to drink, I'll have one. But I don't really drink anymore. I don't really socialise. I don't be well enough. But if I can go to work and walk the dog, that's a good day for me. If I can go, like last week, as I said, was a bad week, and people are like, "How do you live like that?" And like, must be awful. It's not awful. It's me life.
I'm here.
That's the life I was given. As I said, nine out of 10 died. I'm here for a reason. Whether I have to lie in bed this week for a week, so
just remember the feng shui method.
Yeah, that's exactly.
And even today, with you being broke and you can't put a $5 juice in the car,
I know.
it all happens for
Yeah.
But I was talking about the burnt toast theory, and I have heard of it. No. Please read about that.
Yeah.
It's basically just, you know, when things go wrong. So you're putting on your toast in the morning, and
Yeah,
you're
and
in a
it
rush.
burns.
Yes.
Burns.
Yeah.
Right.
That 2 minutes of having to make another 2 slices has probably saved your life.
Yeah.
Right.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
So when shit goes wrong, it's going wrong for a reason.
Yeah.
I always just find when I'm rushing, everything goes fucking wrong.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're trying to run around the house and you're
I
doing
find that
things
the most when I'm trying to lock my bedroom door. So if I'm going out and I have like minders with Mason, I'd have to lock my door because he'd go in and wreck the place. He's nuts.
Yeah.
So yeah. And it's when I'm always in a rush and the kids and I'm trying to put them up and I'm so tiny I can't get them up over the door.
Okay.
I can never do that when I'm rushing.
And then I
Then I
find
just say, stop rushing.
some days when I am sick, something will be after happening near me job or at me job, like an awful accident.
They've saved
An
you
awful
the crap.
accident has happened. Say one time I didn't go to work, but a girl was actually killed on the road that I would have crossed. She was only 23 or something. She was on one of them scooter things. But I would have been walking on that road around that time. And I'm saying, holy God, like I was in bed. Every other day I would have been walking down that road.
I'd say we were like, we don't want to go back up here. She
no.
already wasted
Yeah, she's
24
already
minutes
up
of
here.
our time.
Exactly. No more.
Yeah. It's mad though, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm a firm believer in every single thing, good and bad, happens for a reason and brings us to the point of where we are now. Everything bad, everything good.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter, like, whatever struggles you've had. Do you know what I mean? It's just,
I think you just got to
be
accept
here,
it.
yeah. You know, and you either lie down and just, or you get up and just get on with it.
Yeah.
You
so
know what I mean?
If we go back to you,
Yeah.
right? So you had a really tough time.
Yeah.
You had a hard little childhood. You know, you went into your teens, you lived in an underprivileged area. You did what boys done back then, and then it brought you down a rocky path, That's all so far behind you.
Yeah.
You're not that person.
Yeah.
But that person built who you are today.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But the other side to that is, how do you cope with that? How do you cope with, like I get judged constantly, right? I used to care.
Yeah.
For probably 10 years. And I probably said that to you because I first met you. I was only really maybe 4 or 5 years doing readings and doing like training people into
trying to
Reiki.
find your own way of doing stuff.
Yeah, and boundaries and all them things. And I used to be, I would say, afraid to tell people what I'd done. So kind of like, see the way you're saying, unless I have had that experience, I'm not sure I believe it. And that's fine, right? Because to be honest, before I have a hair in my eye, but before anything happened to me, as in seeing spirit and knowing that that's actually there and I can touch that, I can see that, oh my God, I can taste that smoke in my mouth or smell that flower because I'd get all the senses. I thought I had psychosis. So the doctor had me on stuff for psychosis after a birth. But that wasn't what was wrong with me at all. But it wasn't until I did Reiki and my Reiki master said, do you know what? He goes to me, you're a psychic medium and until you understand that and own it, you won't help people and that's what that gift's about. Yeah. But then fast forward a few years, that other thing happened to me and then it's like, boom,
Yeah.
I never advertised. You know that. Somebody gave you my number.
Yeah.
That's just how it always rolled with me.
Yeah, yeah.
And the same with you running your club, you know. And I know you're the face of that club now, and there's probably so many 100 people in it. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
But look what you've done.
Yeah.
Inspiration.
But going back to what I'm trying to say is, I used to be mortified telling people because I knew I was judged. And you had all these little phonies and cons going around. Sorry if I'm annoying anybody that does readings, that tries their hardest to go somewhere in England or somewhere else and find how to read somebody.
Yeah.
You can't.
Yeah.
You just can't. You either have it or you don't.
Yeah.
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 Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I get you.
Yeah.
Like you can study tarot.
Yeah.
I had to study tarot through the book that came in the thing because that wasn't something that was given to me.
Yeah.
Seeing spirit and seeing around your aura and seeing the colours and who's standing there, that's the gift that was given to me.
Yeah.
But because of naysayers and people that were coming, because I've had people come to me to prove me wrong.
Yeah.
And my guides would shut me down.
Yeah.
Because they don't belong there and they don't. I used to cry after that and I'd be like, oh my God, I've let them down, and now is it all in my head? You know, like anything, you doubt it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But now I'm kind of like, no, I'm not reading you, just go. Like if I knew straight away because my guides would go in, not around me.
Yeah.
And
So you
that's
get
them
the sense.
protecting me
Yeah.
and saying, this is a dope here trying to test you.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I just say, leave. Now it's only happened maybe with 3 people
Yeah.
in all them years. But
Yeah.
but in saying that, I would have been afraid to tell people,
Yeah.
I'm a psychic medium.
Now you told me I was.
Yeah.
And
that happened to you.
And then it happened to me, and I was like, what's she talking about? And there's a fella I know
Now
from
you get it.
Malahide, and I met him after it happened to me, and he says there's people that train for all this for years.
This is what I'm saying.
He says they go to all the courses, do all the classes. He said, see you. He says yours was given down from above.
Yeah.
And see what you're saying there about like doubting yourself. Like I have pockets of that because I don't want to embrace it.
Yeah.
I know it's there in me, but I'm afraid of judgment. Like, because I'd be like,
This is
oh
what
my
I'm
God,
saying.
I can see somebody sitting
I'm
beside
afraid of
somebody.
that.
So many of them
Not
criticise
anymore.
you.
I
Yeah,
don't
'cause
know.
you don't know if you're
Something switched me
going
when
mad.
I turned 50. Something just switched me and I don't, like, okay, whatever. That's how you feel, fine.
Yeah. I'd be like, am I
If
going
I can
mad?
help you, I'll help you.
Yeah.
But if you don't want me to, I can't.
Yeah.
And that's how I see it now.
Yeah.
And I'm sure you're the same.
Yeah.
And I'm sure you're the same.
Yeah.
Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you're going to,
You're gonna get me.
when you're a very positive person like you are, like I am, you're always going to come up in front people that envy that
Oh, yeah.
within you.
Yeah.
Without a doubt.
And try to remind you who you were before
Oh, yeah.
or the mistakes
Bring
that
up
you've
your
made.
past.
And we've all made mistakes.
Yeah.
We're human.
Yeah.
Do you
We
know
weren't
what I
the same
mean?
person we
Without a
were
doubt.
when we were 20 or 30, as I said to you, or 40. We're constantly evolving and changing,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah. I think the biggest gift someone can give you is your age.
Yeah.
Because it comes
Wisdom
with wisdom,
comes
doesn't
yeah,
it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know? You know? So, yeah. So is there anything you want to add about yourself, about your club? Is there anything coming up that you'd like people to know about?
We haven't got much coming up at the minute, but the club is in Cherry Orchard, obviously. For anyone who ever wants to come down, they're more than welcome. At the
Don't
moment,
look at me, I can't run.
no, it's cool.
My belly jiggles,
At
wiggles.
the
too much.
moment,
I have a dodgy ticker.
yeah, at the moment I'm on a career break, so I took a little step back because I'm starting a new business and stuff like that.
What are you doing?
I'm doing social media marketing and artificial intelligence for business. So basically, I've done a college course
So you have
and
to help me then.
sorry, I'll help you if you need help, of course.
Little
But-
angels run across the screen and
Yeah,
stuff like
yeah,
that.
definitely. But so with that, I'm real deep into that at the minute. So I took it, and then because I went through some personal stuff, I decided couldn't focus on work or the club. So I took a little step back, took a career break for 6 months, and things are going really good at the minute. So club is flying. The club has a great committee, great coaches. Yeah. So
I've
I left
heard
it. I
a
left.
lot about
I've
it.
left
That's
it.
down to you. Like.
Yeah, I've left it in good hands. And for me, it was a bit about focusing on myself and doing a little bit of inner work and just, you know
That's
what I mean?
the hard part.
Yeah. So I just needed to.
And look at the ripple effect that you're after
Yeah.
doing by starting with you. You're giving other people that opportunity.
So I heard you ran 200k.
Yes,
How
just
did you
under,
do
a touch
that?
under.
Like I know you have 2 legs, so
I was
don't go
like
smart now.
Forrest Gump. I just
A pair of hookers.
just put one foot in front of the other. No, I done it
What are you
because
doing? Just like running around letting your hair grow down
no,
your back
it
and all?
was. I was at the finding. I was just finding a love for running. I had addiction problems when I was younger. And going back to what you said there about the baby thing, my daughter was born when I was about 15 years into the heroin addiction. And I was in the Coombe Hospital, and the nurse said, open up your shirt. And when my daughter was born, she handed it to me.
Put it on your chest.
Put it on my chest. And that,
skin
like,
to skin,
it was fucking unreal. It was an amazing feeling. And I got a shiver from my toes to my head. I said this on a couple of shows and podcasts I was on. And it was from that moment on, I didn't take drugs again. I decided that was it. I had to, because my dad was an alcoholic, and I just remember saying,
you broke the cycle.
I don't want this baby to grow up with an
so
addict
you
father.
Broke generational cycle.
Yeah.
If that's what they call it.
You're a healer.
Yeah. So
do you know you're a healer?
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I ended up. I stopped taking drugs after that. I self-medicated on methadone and stuff. Got clean. She's 26 now, so she's the best thing that ever happened to me, and I love it to bits. But so where was I going with this? But so for me,
we just threw him by telling him he has a green aura.
Yeah, probably. But
look,
yeah,
he's
so
healing.
You're freaked out, aren't you?
I'm not.
He's going to run.
Yeah.
Literally.
But getting back to the running bit, so after that, through the addiction and through running, I just got confidence through running, and it helped me massively. Amazing. And that's how the knock-on effect was the club and stuff. But I just got obsessed with running. Now, it was a form of addiction as well.
You moved your addiction, but cleaner addiction.
Yes,
I
think so. And I just wanted to run, and I was doing some big events, and then I heard about the Kerry Way Ultra, and that was the biggest race in Ireland, so I went for it, and I ran for 38 hours, just stopping for food, and food, drinks, and I didn't actually sleep around. No, we just ran.
So tell us, right, because we're girls, and girls talk about weight.
Just with the weight.
Did you lose loads of weight when you done that? Did you weigh yourself before and after?
I didn't. So
we would.
Oh yeah, without a doubt.
Yeah, no, I don't.
My legs like jelly after.
Yeah, I lost, my toenails were coming off, and I have a video. It's in one of my old iPhones. I must find it. Say get loads of views.
You should.
But it was me. It was in a hotel room, and my girlfriend was sitting there recording me. But because you're going downhill so much, the nails are rubbing off the front of the runner.
Yeah.
So for 38 hours of that.
Oh my God.
And when I stopped running,
you know the balls of your feet, right at where they meet your toes.
Yes.
Were they all in bits?
Yeah, there was I had a blister that was the size.
I used to do power walking.
Yeah. I had a blister the size of the whole bottom of my foot. I felt like I was walking on the actual water of the blister.
It's a killer.
But the nails, underneath the nails where the blisters happen, pushes the nail apart from your toe. So at the end, I ended up having to take them off. So I had 5 nails, so I had to remove.
I've seen that with Chris Connelly.
Yes.
He showed it.
That's
and I was
right.
like, oh, Jesus.
Yeah. Well, I had to peel off.
By the way.
Yeah. I had to peel off 5 toenails, and it was an amazing experience, and I always knew that it did, like the knock-on effect it had for the club and for inspiring people was amazing, because the club shot up. Not long after that, we started getting real good momentum within the club. Crowd started
You've saved a lot of lives at that club.
Yeah, running does save your life, and I've said that with lots of my groups.
Got a load of young fellas that would have went down a different path.
Yes,
and
some
then
of them
women that were very depressed.
Yes,
and now they're running and they're
giving them something to do.
I know loads of girls that have joined that, and they're all very happy.
Yeah, no, it was, and it was one of the big selling points for me. Whenever I'm talking to people, I'm just going, listen, if you just nail this, it will change your life forever. Yeah. We've had lads in Cherry Orchard where I'm from. We had lads who were chronic alcoholics, abusive relationships they were in, causing mayhem in the house. Yeah, and some of them even gone to prison and all sorts. And the lives that they live now, I've often got messages off their missus and their girlfriends saying their life has changed down to them running and taking up that as a sport. You know what I mean? So really, You
see, people say, to see the way I said to you, you're a healer.
Okay.
So people, when you say that to somebody...
Can I start charging people now for...
You do anyway.
I don't actually, the club does.
He wants a can of petrol.
I need to get a few quid now.
But so it's like you're healing people through showing them a different way.
Yeah. Yes, okay.
You're not putting your hands on somebody.
Right.
you're not using your words. You're
I
using your actions.
I started a cult
copy.
down in Kerry Orchard.
Yeah, absolutely. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like, fair play to you. So I want to thank you
Nice
for
one.
doing
Thanks
that.
very much. Appreciate
And I
that.
have to say, I'm now working in Ballyfermot. You probably heard
nice
that,
one.
did you? I've
No,
moved down.
no.
Yeah, so I'm on Ballyfermot
I
Road.
didn't know that.
Wow, I didn't know
Yeah,
that.
where the alteration is beside David, you know, that
David,
makes all the cakes.
What a fucking...
I know, yeah, I'm saying, you say
You
a
shouldn't,
lot
you shouldn't have...
He
You shouldn't have
loves
planked him near him.
offering me cakes.
They're beautiful. Have you had them?
Oh, stop it.
Oh
I'm
my
right
God,
beside him, of
his
course.
cheesecake is out of
Whereabouts
this
is this
world.
now?
Ballyfermot Road, above Lolo's hairdressers.
Yeah, just I know the alteration girl as well. She's helped me out. I have to
Linda.
drop a bag into Linda. I have.
Yeah.
She
Well, I'm
ha-
right there.
Right.
Right.
So
Must
I
drop in and
moved
say hello
in
to you.
there. Christmas, I'll be there 2 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
Right.
So I was
just-
always in Clondalkin.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. You're always in
Yeah.
Clondalkin.
And I have to say, I'm from Clondalkin.
I know.
People in Clondalkin village, sorry, they're not as friendly
As these.
as Ballier.
Okay, cool. Bally's a great.
It's like,
That's a good little stretch
how
of
are you?
road you're
How's
on.
it going? Like, everyone says hello. Nobody knows anybody, but everybody
Everyone-
talks.
Yeah.
And I love that.
Yeah,
Because I'm a real yapper.
Yeah,
Like Gabby,
yeah.
of course. But yeah, it's like a different vibe,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
You know?
I
And
think
then
one-
yourself, where are you from originally? Inchicore?
I'm from Bluebell originally, and I moved up to Ballyfermot, but I never settled up there because the kids went to school in Inchicore, and I worked in the Coma, and I was a new single mother, and everything was Inchicore. But a girl from Ballyfermot, we done a private transfer.
Brilliant.
So it literally suited her because she was from Ballyfermot, and it suited me, and I'm facing the Pats football pitch. I'm a big Pats supporter.
Yeah.
Hello, St. Pat's Athletic. But and
You
then
know
my
my son-in-law then, because he played for them.
Who?
We'll talk later.
Yes.
Don't want to give him any credit.
Yeah, but yeah, so I'm living in Inchicore, and
Deadly.
but in the long term it worked out as in I'm close to the job, I'm 2 minutes from my doctors, and I'm 5 minutes from James's hospital when my heart starts.
That's all what you
And
need.
it's like, holy God, like put me in the perfect positions. I couldn't have like asked for it to be any better.
No.
It was like, it was literally written for me to live where I'm living. I've no excuse. If I'm not well and I need the doctors, I've literally to walk here to the car. Like, that's how close.
And how are you, like, if you were to meditate and stuff, are you okay? Can you listen to sound baths or anything like that?
I try not to, because I go to places that I see things that I don't like seeing. Yeah. I think I go to a place similar to Purgatory, and I see lost souls, and I see them. I see a grey area.
Right before I fall asleep, I see them.
Yeah, so do
That's
I.
mad.
I do think I'm mad, and I'm like,
No,
please.
you're not mad. I see it too.
And it's like, it could be, for example,
pray for them.
I
know
do.
now we sound weird, right?
do. No,
what I
do.
do if I see them,
I do say a Hail Mary the whole lot.
I ask Mother Mary to bring them to the light. And it's weird that I do that, and then you talked about it.
But like, it's like I can see people coming out of muck and out of the ground, and they're crawling up, and they're trying to
like
get up.
black tar, I see.
Yeah, well, I see sort of like grey ash.
Is that while you meditate, do you say
No.
that? Or?
No, if I'm just as
Before
I'm
you fall
closing my
asleep.
eyes.
Okay.
So
right.
I actually
That's
have
how I see it.
I have to listen to Alexa, or I have to listen to
I love me
something.
meditation.
I see I can't anymore. Like,
I
look at me,
love
I'm
it.
like, I can't. And then I, like, obviously, I see things, like, I am progressing and I think then that's why I do be sick sometimes. I think it's negative energies trying
I
to
told you,
stop me.
Archangel Michael, bring him in, protect me.
I got that done before I collapsed.
Yeah.
And then I got that done after, and I didn't even know the meaning.
Yeah.
And he's the patron saint of hospital workers.
Yeah. Raphael.
Heart conditions and eye conditions. And I never knew that.
She has everything.
Okay.
And I got it put on my arm. That's what you were saying, the green aura.
Yeah.
And even when I'm sitting with people, I can see their aura around them, and I'm like, am I going mad here? Or, you know, it's very hard to not be judged. As you said, you're like, you feel people are judging you.
Well, when you hit 50, which isn't far off,
No,
2
it's
years.
next year, next December. So yeah 2 years.
Are you Capricorn?
Saggy.
I'm a Capricorn.
Capricorn.
51.
Earth. Yeah.
I'm a fire
I'm
sign.
51 in September.
Oh, are you?
Fuck, yeah.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Right. What do you think consciousness is? Is that a stupid question? Like, it's
No,
a
that's a
weird
great
one.
question.
Your consciousness.
What is
I think
what is
it's-
consciousness in your eyes?
I think it's your soul.
I think so as well, because I meditate a lot, and obviously I've experienced psychedelics as well, and I feel that I've the Power of Now. I'm sure you've heard of the book. Have you? It's
I don't read books.
Do you know? Yeah. But The Power of Now is really good. Eckhart Tolle, I think his name is. But it's all about Eckhart Tolle.
Oh yeah, I know him.
Yeah, well, he wrote.
I listen to him.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, he's brilliant. And he talks about consciousness and everything. But I remember I listened to him one time. I listened to somebody and they were saying about consciousness. What is consciousness? Is consciousness or something that's within inside us that's looking out through this?
Or is it now?
You know, like that I know. I always think, is that what the spirit is? Is the consciousness?
It's your soul.
Are we soul? Is that our spirit?
Self.
So is that what separates from the body then when we die?
Your higher self.
Okay, right.
And you're all in alignment with that.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you can be off alignment.
We need
with
to
it
talk
as well.
again.
Yeah.
Because time is up.
Yeah.
Right.
So I want to thank you, Ciara Connelly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I just can't believe how similar some of the things.
Yeah.
Like, obviously, I haven't communicated with a lot of people lately anyway, but how similar the things that I'm going through at the minute is what you were a few years ago. Obviously, I wasn't ready.
You were the person when I wanted to talk about death, the experience of death, and your death experience. You were the person that came to my mind.
Yeah. As I did say, I was gone
and
for a
I
whole
know
half
you
an
so
hour.
well.
Yeah.
But I haven't spoke to you in how
I
many
know.
years.
And we're sitting here and we're talking.
But I knew
like,
I could ask her 2 days before. If I asked her a week before, she would be in a panic for a week.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
I was sending me little. I was sending.
So
me
I'm
two
sending.
foods.
My guides are sending her guides. Say that's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
she
I
said,
knew,
okay.
and my guides, even now, shivers. My like, I felt like they were telling me, I've no social media at all, and they were like, Kerry, go up, you have to do this because you're not out there, but if you can get your message across to one person that this is not the end.
You're going to get this across to hundreds of people. And it's people that need to know there is something else.
Yeah.
Your loved ones, when they die, that pain lives
1000%.
and they're not alone.
Yeah.
And even for you to just do that, I thank you so much.
And
you were very brave to do this today because I know you're a bit of a recluse now.
Yes, yeah.
Apart from work.
Yeah.
That's where you get the energy out. The social battery just...
It's gone. It's completely gone.
Yeah.
Do you know?
And Kenneth, you're an inspiration. I know you don't see it because your head brings you to your past too much. Stop doing that.
Okay.
All right?
Okay.
So
I'll take that on board.
I want to thank you both.
Thank you for having us.
And I want to thank all our listeners. And this is episode 4. And I'm really enjoying the podcast. Unfortunately, my funds have run out. So if anybody would like to send me money for his diesel force, and then maybe for our next podcast,
we get some air conditioning as
well. Because I owe Carl
well.
loads of money and it has to come out of my own
Carl
pocket
needs to
now.
buy some more fans as well.
So if there's any entrepreneurs or, I don't know, what would you call them, Carl? Rich people out there that like what I'm saying, I want to hear more. Just contact DMC Studios.
We need a sponsor for the podcast.
Yeah, we love you all.
Yes.
And love and light to everybody. And thank you from A Life Afterlife, Spirits Lifted by Gabby Baker. And until the next episode, don't ghost me. A Life Afterlife podcast is for entertainment purposes only. I am not a legal, medical or financial professional, but I am your spiritual friend. Any spiritual advice given on this podcast is not a substitute for legal, psychological, medical or financial advice. Discretion is advised. You, my listener, holds full responsibility for your own spiritual results, growth and protection at this time. Thank you.